That place over there is where they be growing fruits and stuff. But I haven't seen now fruit grow over there yet. Not now. Not now fruit. And it's supposed to be fruit trees. Like, where's the motherfucking fruit, bitch? Maybe it need a little bit of my sugar. Maybe it need a little bit of the sugar in my tank. Because they're supposed to be like a what like something like fruit tree or whatever. So like that, girl. I don't know if y'all can see the sign or not. I don't know. But girl, I'm currently at the park. I'm like I barely had a weekend and stuff like that. And I'm not throwing no shade or nothing. I just barely had a weekend. But it's okay. It's okay. I I did want to go somewhere. Like I'm planning on going somewhere this weekend, still planning and whatever. So, get out of town and just enjoy myself. Cause all I do is work, work, work. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not complaining about having a coin. I get in the job and having a coin now. I'm not complaining about that. Like I just want y'all to know that. But yeah, I mean, I'm the type of person that vacations just build up. Now I have took a couple of vacation days, but I have like weeks of vacation that I have not took yet, and I'm really thinking about um what to do with my vacation days. Honestly, like what to really just do with them, because now currently my job they just go ahead and pay you. They're not gonna ask you. They used to ask, do you want to sell it? Now they just like sell it back to them or whatever. What I want to do with it, and then they pay us. They just pay us out now. So that's dope. But anyway, trying to figure out if I take like a week or two vacation, I'm planning on doing it big. I'm gonna be out of town. I'm gonna do something big because I don't plan on being. Mm-mm. But welcome. Tap the screen, give me some love, subscribe. When y'all come in, it's okay. Share the live. You might not stay, but somebody else might. And I don't necessarily got a topic or nothing. I just wanted to come out here to the park. Speaking of the park, do anybody even go to the park anymore? Really? Hey, boo, what's up, Ahmad? Oh, I like your name, Ahmad. That remind me of the little boy from Soul Food. His name was Ahmad. Stayed in grown folks' business, and so did I. The kids ain't had nothing to talk about, girl. I'm like, girl, y'all so damn boring. I was getting all this heat from the grown folks, and nobody told me to stay in the child's place because I was discreet with my nosiness. I was like, who slept with who? Uh, oh, keying and stuff, getting my tea, girl, and stuff. I ain't never chilled with the grown folk. I mean, with the children, with other children, girl. We ain't had nothing in common. Me and adults, however, did. Hey, what's up? Come in, tap the screen. Hey, what's up, Golden Cheese? I like that name. But yeah, I ain't never stayed in a child's place. I was already grown, honey. I was already grown. I never stayed in a child's place. For what? Girl, why? When other little children believe in Santa Claus, bitch, I was like, girl, bye. Santa who? Ain't no white man coming to give me no damn presents, bitch. The Easter Bunny? Please. Girl, y'all don't lost your mind, girl. Give me my damn present. It's a fun game called Cook Around Kingdom. Oh, I still don't know. But yeah, girl, I ain't never stayed in a child's place. For what? Like that was boring. That was boring. And then I never fit in with the other children. Like they was being dumb, stupid for on purpose. I was up here thinking about life at 10 years old. Think about life. Sitting under a tree like, so this it. So this all it is. They playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards and all that bullshit, girl. I'm up here thinking about, girl, I can't wait to graduate, be free, get my own shit. Girl, I was thinking just like that. Felt like I've been here before. That's how I felt, girl. I was being shit, but what? Girl, and then they ain't like me no damn way. I knew I was different. I just didn't know the word for it. I mean, I always had sugar in my tank. Maybe that's what it was too. Being gay and stuff, or being born gay, you mature faster. Well, also being black too, you mature faster. We be responsible for our age. We like, but we age like fine wine for the most part. But yeah, put on my child. Oh, somebody put my child. We can have screaming. Uh, um. Well, I don't know what to tell you, babe. But I'm here for adult content. I definitely put the restriction of people that's under the age of 18. I don't know what I ain't nobody's role model. I'm not gonna switch up my talk. Yes, you somebody's child, but I'm not your role model. I would advise to, get parental advisory or whatever. But this mine and that's what it is, girl. But yeah, um, I ain't stay in the child's place. I never did. I'm like, maybe it was because I had a sugar in my tank that I was always, in grown folks' business and stuff. Because innately we supposed to be messy and stuff like that or whatever. No, I was just playing, not messy, but I just knew I was different. I mean, I thought about life. I mean, I'm an empath. I've always been an empath. I've always been an introvert. And I was extremely shy, and I didn't know I had anxiety, like real bad anxiety as a child and stuff like that. Because as black kids or having black parents and stuff, a lot of times we don't think about our mental and seeking therapy. A lot of times, and it still to this day, a lot of people, black people, believe that therapy is for white people. Like, oh, y'all, you need some Jesus to pray and repent, and you'll be all right. Like we go to the hospital for everything else, but our brain is a part of our body as well. Mental health is important. Mental illness is real. So we go to it's our we have to make sure that we are in our right headspace for ourselves and whatever our responsibilities or priorities are. So yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, I think remember. Well, I remember. I want to say I think I remember bits and pieces of being taken to maybe a behavioral clinic or something like that. But my mother didn't tell me um what it was for. But I know I had real bad anxiety. Like I'll be called on in class and I wouldn't really answer the questions and stuff like that. I was like start sweating and getting jittery and like oh very 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 like anxious like oh and then you start feeling away and all that type of stuff. I just had those feelings. I just didn't want to be called on, and I knew like my teachers then. People be able to tell they own their teachers now, let them know that they're being picked on by their teachers. But then you just had to suck that shit up back then. If your teacher was being messy or was trying to start with you, because parents then, even because I'm a millennial, like at that time, even the principal, the teachers could whip you. At those times when I was growing up, so it's like they didn't really. You had to toughen up in that sense, and that's not cool. Especially because every child is different, every person is different, every adult is different, and every child doesn't learn the same. So back then it was like we're very harsh. They'll call on you knowing that you are anxious and you might not know the answer or what have you. And I didn't know that. I didn't know I struggled with anxiety like that. So or whatever, anyway. I just had to bring that up. Hey, what's up? What's up? Tap the screen, subscribe, share the live, please and thanks. But I don't have a particular topic. I just came to the part, though. It's nice. It feels good before it gets like to the afternoon. I don't know what time it is wherever y'all at, but I don't know. I just wanted to come out here and chill, drink and sip of my coffee. And I did ask, like, do people even go to the park anymore? Like, people don't like they used to be. Oh, there used to be some barbecues. Like people be barbecuing, like multiple people, multiple black folks used to be barbecuing and throwing parties, having family reunions at the park. Like it used to be lit. Even in the small towns, if there was a park in the summertime, it started in spring, sometime in late winter time. Black people start barbecuing. Being you see us at the park. We got slides. People throwing the frisbee. You know, people out and about. Like don't nobody be at the parks anymore. Not that I be seeing. Don't nobody be going to the parks. Nobody be out here communing. Like people don't know how to really respond to each other no more. Like we were becoming robotic. And I noticed that don't like I'm here by myself. And nobody else, not even another person is at the park anymore. Nobody. Nobody. Like, do people go to the park anymore? Do families go to the park anymore? Like you notice the little things, but they become big things. But like, ain't they ain't a big deal? The people don't go to the park. No, it goes to show like how unsocial we are. We're not social anymore. People don't know how to say hey, good morning, good afternoon. You know, they don't have common courtesy anymore. Like it's like you notice things. You notice the things with like I don't know if it was well, the pandemic could have added to that. People became, unsocial and more used to being alone, which is a good to know how to be alone in a sense. So when it comes to your relationships, a person can't hold over your head, even though they may try. Like, well, you gonna be alone. You'll be alone. You'll be lonely without me. Or ain't nobody gonna love you like I love you. All that type of stuff. That's definitely what the pandemic could teach us how to be by ourselves and want to be by ourselves. But on a bigger scale, I say people don't really be fucking with each other no more. Unless that's just the ugly truth. Like that's the real thing. It just don't nobody really fuck with nobody no more. Cause families is not having family reunions no more. Don't know, and y'all know the younger generation don't have time to be trying to see who they can to. They could care less, girl. And y'all talking about the South, talking about kissing cousins. Y'all beginning to do that shit in the North now, the East and the West, bitch. Southwest, Northwest, Northeast, bitch. Y'all doing the shit too. The fuck? I'm just saying. Cause the younger generation don't give a damn about no ancestry, bitch. They don't care. So it'd be up to the older generation to be like, you know how y'all used to do. Be telling us about cousin kinfolk we don't even know. Like, do you remember such and such? No, I was two when we introduced when you introduced me to them. How I'm gonna remember this folk? Haven't seen them in 20 years. How I know? Stuff like that. Like, don't nobody go to the park anymore. All y'all do is fight and fuck. That's it. That's all y'all do, girl. Y'all don't give a damn about. Oh, look at all this. I love this. But no, y'all hoes don't go to the park no more. Nobody barbecue. Nobody be outside. Nobody be inside now. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I miss the days when you could be, gay and see dudes outside playing basketball in their basketball shorts. Every one of them got their shirt off. Shit, I miss those days, girl. Dude playing, girls out here, hopscotching and, jumping rope and shit like that. It used to be lit. It used to be lit. It's way ain't nobody out here. The parks used to be where it's at. The parks used to be where it was at. This how you know don't nobody be in the park because ain't no trash nowhere. Ain't no trash. None of these bins full. Ain't no trash on the ground. That lets you know somebody was here turning up and they had a time that day. Had a real good time. Ain't nobody ain't nothing. Ain't nobody walking the track but me. And it's not just the park, y'all. I mean, it be the public library. I mean, I remember the days. I remember the days like a bitch used to read just to get a coupon to get some pizza. You know, I remember that. I don't know if y'all do, but I remember. I remember that. Like I used to read. That's how I had got chubby. I used to read. I don't know if they do it anymore though. Like I used to read books in order to get a coupon to go get some pizza from Pizza Hut. But until I started to like reading, like I don't know if they do that anymore because they used to do that in primary school. They used to have students read books and after you read a book, you're supposed to tell them about what you read and stuff like that, so they know that you actually read the book. And then they'll give you a coupon to Pizza Hut, and you get your little personal pizza girl, and that made me enjoy reading. Like I really enjoyed reading after that. I don't know if they do that stuff anymore. Yeah, while I was sitting up there, I could sit in the back like Rosa Parks. But yeah, girl, don't nobody come to the park anymore. Like I was saying, it's sad. People not knowing how to socialize. Just making sure, 'cause it is summertime. You never know snakes and stuff, girl. I don't got time for none of that now. Y'all be done saw me scream on here. But yeah, girl. Ooh. But yeah, I guess how the older generation, older than me, one or two generations older than me or whatever, girl, be talking about we don't know how good we had it. We really don't know how good we had it. Makes you think about, damn. I mean, social media is a blessing and a curse, but when you start losing, it's easier to like in a way lose yourself now and all the hype because people just just be down for each other because of the aesthetic, you know. People don't really be down for each other, like talking about it. Like people don't write letters. Probably don't know how to write letters. Don't know about first, second, third person. Um, Notes. We used to be serious about them notes in class. It used to be. It's like those were the days. Those were definitely the days, girl. Passing a note in class, even though you ain't like this bit. Well, some people in the class, like it was just very few. There were some hating ass motherfuckers. Them notes used to be, them notes in class was serious. Like, do you like me? Yes or no? And so a few, like I said, would be hating. They'd be like, I don't fuck with that motherfucker. Pass that to somebody else. I ain't gonna hand that to I guess that's where the hate started. But girl, them notes in class. Do you like me? Yes or no? That matter. That matter, girl. You pass that note, they be like you be like, oh, I hope they like me. I hope they say yes, and then you pass it back, girl. People don't do that no more. I don't even think the children even know anything about them, how serious them notes was, and you know, it's just things that you remember. Like people don't. I don't be seeing people getting no like Hallmark cards. I don't never see people go up in there and buy no chocolates. Like for who they like. I don't never see this stuff no more. Like people aren't like I guess personable anymore. Like shit, don't nobody be jumping rope or whether they jumping on the trampoline. Like these kids don't, and then the adults are allowing it to happen. The parents are allowing it to happen. Now I get this is not the same heat that we grew off of, the same sun, but girl, that's what water is for. That is exactly what water is for. They need to be drinking water. Cause soon we gonna end up all being operating exactly like robots. These kids don't know how to socialize. The parents and are allowing it. Hell, cause I think the pandemic did a number on their ass too. They don't know how to socialize neither. Nobody goes to the park. Nobody thinks about how serious that is. That is serious. See, I ain't come here for nothing. Be crawling on me now. Yeah. But yeah, the days, like I said, those were definitely the days, and I don't know if we ever gonna get them back. I don't know. I don't know. But I keep saying I ain't trying to say the same thing over and over. But if I do, bitch, it's my platform, bitch. Um, for y'all to subscribe, and share the live and all that good stuff. Cause I'm close to 500 subscribers, and I'm so happy about that. Like I'm so happy about that. I put in that work. Um, I be putting in that work, been putting in that work, and I'm so proud of myself for staying consistent. And gonna continue to do so. Cause like I said, I always got something to talk about. But yeah, I love coming to the park. I always have. It was my escape, even me being younger. All the drama I was going through for no motherfucking reason because I was that bitch and was learning that I was and all that type of stuff. But coming to the park, I always loved coming to the park. I mean, it was dope. It's. I mean, I love being to myself, but it would be nice to see more people. Having something to aspire to, in a sense of like, you know, I ain't just. I'm just like come to the park. Used to seeing families being out at the parks and stuff, but don't nobody go to the park. Don't nobody be really grilling anymore. It used to be the park used to be the meeting ground for families and old friends and all that type of stuff. And people don't. We take that for granted now. Everybody just care about drama. What's the shade? What's the tea? Like I like that stuff too, but like what? And don't nobody do these kids even know about you know throwing water balloons? Do anybody know, remember? Do people remember the water balloons or the, you know, water guns or all that shit? I be seeing them. I be seeing going to the dollar stores and be seeing the dollar stores, but be going to the dollar stores and be seeing all them. Don't nobody be getting the stuff. It be packed. All the stuff we used to play. Used to play like drawing like hopscotch, on the ground. Like all this stuff we used to do, like I said, water guns and water balloons and getting active, like going to actually communicate. Even if you ain't like you be able to go up to another kid and let them know. They don't do that no more. Everybody is keyboard thugs. You only got heart. You only got heart on the keyboard. It seems like the millennials are the last of being social, and that's crazy. That's bad. Cause we're in between. Like we're in between the old school and new school. We're in between old school and new school. We know how to blend it though. We know how to blend when times get hard, especially if you don't have much money in your pocket. We could go do what our parents do. We can get some damn Vienna sausages or get some ramen noodles, or some people may say ramen noodles. We know when struggle comes, we know how to rack up and stuff like that. We know how to stretch, stretch. Well, even in this time, try to stretch $20 or what have you. We know how to do that stuff. These kids not gonna really be knowing a lot of time, and I hate to say it because I ain't never want to be, but not all of them. Of course, not all. I'm not talking about all, because I mean, I mean, there's still millennials, that remember how we grew up, just trying to be, I guess, more healthy about it. But ain't nobody gonna be no perfect parent. Nobody saying that or nothing. But you want to see, every, I guess, every generation that has kids, newer generation, wants to see their kids not have to live the life that they lived, and that's beautiful. But still, some of the foundational stuff that survivable instincts, I want to say. I said survivable. Survivor, survivor instincts, survival instincts. So they'll know, what to do when hard times come, if hard times come. Hopefully not. Hopefully they won't have to experience what you experienced, of course. But we don't want our, we don't want to become robots. We don't want to become unfeeling. That's a problem. That's a problem, you know? So yeah. But like I said, back to what I was saying at the top of the video, I ain't never stayed in, I never, really. I mean, I played with kids, don't get me wrong. I played with other kids, but it was like very seldom that I did play with kids. Damn, people don't even use the word seldom. But I seldom play with kids, other kids, because, just like now, but I don't know, but kids always been bad. Like, for as like, been brutal. Like, you gay, or whatever. Or whatever. That's not like it. But, I was always the outsider, the outcast in a sense. And sometimes I chose to be the outcast, 'cause I was like, nah, I don't really. And how I used to see people, when I grew up, used to see a lot of kids get into fights and be back friends, and I ain't never believe in fighting a person and being back their friend, because I'm like, fighting them, and we really, I mean, thumping, girl, like we hate each other. I ain't never believe in fighting somebody and being back friends. Nah, because if you push me to that point of wanting to fight you, because I was a very patient person, you had to do the most in order for me to fight you. And you think we're gonna be back friends? Hell nah. Nah, bitch. I consider that fake as fuck. And I'm like, they be like, but I consider them family. No, I don't. I consider my family family. And when they become relatives, bitch, we fight. We never gonna be back cool. So I don't believe in that. We fight, it's over with. Relationship dead for me. But yeah, I was more so, um I don't want to say socially awkward, because I could talk to anyone. It's just it was how it is now. I get around people and they become insecure. They start becoming insecure and start projecting. Because what should be aspired by, like walking with confidence. People believe that you believe your shit don't stink. Like I said, that's an example of their insecurity showing, because you love yourself, or you the shit, or that you look good. You walking with your head held high. The immediate thing when it comes to me or some people that may relate is that a bitch starts to hate, or people start to hate, or um it's a multitude of things, because I'm intersectional. I mean, I embrace all of me. So I never know if I'm walking around black and white people. Is it sort of prejudice, or are they being bigots, or is it racial, or are they homophobic? It could be all that at one. If I'm dealing with like different races at the same time, you know. Then I go around black people, and I experience more hate when it comes to my own people. To be honest, I experience more hate when it comes to my own people, because I have to be on guard, wondering, because black people, they more so accept, they ain't got really heat for the racism, but when it comes to homosexuals, here they go ready to thump with us, or and not look up queer history. you know, I personally get more hate when it comes to the black people, other black people. I have to be on guard. I have to wonder if I have to thump, because homophobia have these people out here losing their mind, being insane. They coming up, making up stories. Like they like he up here looking at me, looking, when you ain't even looking his direction. And then now they got an issue. They gotta prove something. They gotta prove something. So many times, that's how I learned how to fight. That's how I learned how to fight. Just cause, and then a lot of times that person be down low. Have to be on guard just in case you have to thump with this nigga, this insecure ass nigga. But making up in his head that you looked at him, or you may have looked somewhere and they're acting like he acting like you looked at him. Now he got to prove like to his homeboys since he brought it up. And then what if you get into a reading match with him and all that type of stuff? And a lot of times, I'm probably gonna say every single time that you can't really outread no queen, honey. And we our mouths be filthy. We ain't just cause we be sucking dick, bitch. Then you outread him, and then his homeboys be like, oh, you gonna let that fade? You gonna let that fade? You gonna let that fade? Talk to you like that? You gonna let that fade? Oh, you gotta beat him now. Hmm. And don't let it be they in the gang, girl. Be starting shit with us. That's why a lot of us millennials, I don't know about these new girls, not too much. I don't know too much. Know how to thump now because homophobia be driving dudes insane. They be fucking bullies. And then wanna hit you up later. You used to be the I know they definitely don't do this no more. Used to meet us. We used to meet up behind the building, especially if you lived in the projects or something like that, somewhere in the hood, girl. Meet up behind the house or whatever, and the adults was on inside, and your homeboys was at their own house and at their own crib playing a video game. You meet outside with the person that this time, how downloads used to do, gays used to do and stuff like that. Meet behind the building and start, kissing, touching, and then be fucking. I apologize. And some dudes just don't outgrow that. They still be having that in their mental. Probably even you remind them of an old flame they used to mess with back in the day, and back in the G girl, and starting shit with you and stuff like that. That's why I'm like, y'all don't be knowing half the gay stories, baby. We be having some stories, even though it's toxic as a motherfucker. You know, it was what it is. Meet behind a building, apologize and start sucking each other dicks or whatever or what have you. Because I always been the girl in the relationship, honey. I always been bent over. I ain't never penetrate and never will. I make sure that. But yeah, it used to be like that. Like I said, I mean, I get hurt more so by other black people because they be like, I do. That's personal for me. Like I have to go be on guard going to the store. Like, oh shit, here we go again with some guys. Like when I got this coffee, like like dudes that I know that's older than me, giving me like I want to say 10, 20, 10 feet and stuff, and we had a little bit of like some space for them to get their own coffee or whatever. And I just know, I sense when people are talking about me. I look back and they were looking a little bit, but they ain't really say much. And I just, went back like shaking my head, like, really? Like, y'all too old for this. Homophobia has people acting, they be immature. Like I said, immature, insane. Like, it's crazy. I have to be on guard. I still have to, I haven't had, one good thing is I haven't had to twirl with anyone lately. Growing, being an adult. Now, some people have tried it, but they ain't really get in my face or nothing like that. But luckily, I guess I really didn't have to. I didn't really have to swirl with no bitches yet, being grown, because you get tired. 'Cause at this point, I ain't trying to swirl with you because I don't know what the fuck you got. I'd rather hit you up the side of the head with something or shoot you, because I'm not gonna be out here doing this with your ignorance, your homophobia, your lack thereof. Bitch, I'm not dealing with that. You are not finna touch me. I don't know what the fuck you got, and people don't want to go get tested for shit, especially the straights. Don't want to get tested for nothing. Don't put your paws on me. Do not put your paws on me, bitch. I don't know what the fuck you got, girl. And y'all are okay with fucking each other's mans and all this type of stuff, girl, and not being safe. Y'all, I've been having a few people asking me what the hell safe play is, girl. Anyway, back to what I was saying at the top of the video, girl. Don't nobody socialize. Don't nobody get out of here. Get out here and go to the park. That shit is sad. We have a lot. I think probably in more so in the country. I think maybe so they doing that. Because had this like this city want to be Atlanta so bad. They want to be like a big city so damn bad. They don't want to get personal. Like, it's good to see dudes still ride bikes though. That's good to see. Get that good exercise in and stuff like that. Girl, I gotta make sure it should be falling, girl. Oh, that might be a leaf. But it's good to see that people still get snowballs. I give them that. They get a good snowball, girl. I'll give me a good snowball this weekend. But yeah, it's just like if you have kids, take them to the park, socialize, get them to socialize with other people. I don't want people to ever forget that. Like that becomes something big, like in the end, because families need to get back out, going to the park and barbecuing, and showing people, and even if they don't know, because there's a lot of us that don't know our family, like I used to just be told, don't mess with nobody, because I was coming of age, and I was already messing around before then. I was already hot, girl. I was already messing around, and don't even ask me when I start messing around, girl. But lo and behold, you know, like I said, the young ones don't really care. They're not gonna get out here, and be, are you my cousin? Are you my? They ain't really gonna ask that stuff because it really, I mean, it's not really on their list of things mentally. You know, they may say, "Oh, we kind of look alike," or may not even look alike at all. You know, I mean, hell. So, family reunions, cookouts, those are important. Those are important. Like, all I remember was I was told don't date in this certain area or these few areas. Like, damn, well, at this point, I might as well move since I can't mess with nobody. Luckily, especially if you got daughters, girl. I don't have to worry about getting pregnant, you know, because I don't have to worry about getting pregnant. And I'm not saying that as no shade. It's just if I end up messing around with a cousin and didn't know, at least I don't have I ain't get pregnant. I could, it's just, you know, they was in the toilet. I released them into the toilet, girl. It went wherever it was supposed to go. Some girls probably end up getting pregnant and didn't even know that they was kin to this person, probably second, third cousin or whatever, and baby come out away, not just deformed, mentally screwed up because of who knows? Like, it's important. It's important. And then find out years later that y'all was kin to each other just because that person or whatever, that family member or something was the outcast or nobody fucked with each other or they were fighting and it got real bad and now you don't know that's your cousin. Shit happens like that. Shit happens like that, and it's important to have family. It's so many. Ooh. That's why it's important. Like when you find out you are kin to a lot of people in that same town or city or whatever, it's okay to move. Especially if you're straight. If you gay, I ain't gonna put on like I'm condoning for stuff like that. But if you're a gay man, stuff like that, at least you don't have to worry about getting pregnant. And it's I'm just saying that's a pro of being gay. But still, Of course, you wouldn't want to be messing with no kin folks. Of course not. I'm not saying, oh yeah, because you gay. Nah, and people would take that the wrong motherfucking way, bitch. I'm just saying, the bigger picture is the older folks, and still, if you are old enough to go do your own research and go to do ancestry, do it. If you care enough to do it, but don't act surprised when you find out, your uncles are y'all. So y'all both uncles are, y'all, well, not uncles, but kin to each other. Both y'all daddies are brothers. It's just their relationship was strained. That's what I meant to say. But it's crazy. It's bad. It's bad out here. Mm. Let me go ahead and start this live over, girl.